If you are in the market to buy a franchise or have recently purchased a franchise, hang in there with me for a couple minutes. You're going to want to listen to this. This could save you thousands of dollars. This is a complicated process, and it is full of emotion. You may be leaving a career as a teacher, an engineer, and you're embarking on something very different. And as you search for information, you're going to find there is a very limited amount of transparent information about this purchasing decision. There's a lot of websites that claim transparency, claim to help you score a business decision like this, but in the end, all they do is come back and try to sell you a franchise. So at that point, you're left with your franchise consultant, the franchisor, and information you're getting from them. Now, you're smart. You've done your research. You got a great checklist together. You've asked the questions. You've visited with a spouse, a significant other, a business partner. But friends, there are items you have overlooked. An 8-point session with me is going to help you go through those items and assure that you are not overlooking these critical items. My name's Scott, and I am the owner of FranchiseInsight.net. This is your one stop for an unbiased discussion about your decision to buy a franchise or your recent decision to get involved with a franchise. This discussion is about you. It's personal, it's transparent, and it's an exercise to validate your decision to move forward. I've been a successful business owner and consultant for over 20 years outside of the franchise model. And during that time, I got involved with 2 models that I was able to exit, fortunately for me. Now, this is not an opportunity to beat up on franchises. There are some great models out there. What this is an opportunity for you to sit down, go through this 8-point outline that I've put together from my own experience to make sure that moving forward is the right thing for you. So let me tell you how this works. You go to FranchiseInsight.net. You book a 5 to 10 minute introductory call with me. That's at no charge. We sit down face to face via web, and we make sure that this is a valued situation for you to move forward. If not, then we just agree it was great meeting each other and move on. If in fact we both agree there's value, we move on to the $300 session, which includes an hour of my research time where I go and research your unique buying decision. So again, this is custom to you. I marry that information with my business experience, my franchise experience, all the bogeys that came up during the path and after the path for me. And we sit down in a scheduled 1-hour call, again, via web, going over your unique buying opportunity. I can assure you, friends, there are things that you will discover in this session that you have not considered around sales and marketing, hiring folks. There are disconnects often between what you're being sold and what you end up with. And again, there's great models out there, and sometimes that disconnect isn't as large, but when it gets larger, it can be incredibly problematic. So my goal is to help you understand either you want to move forward and bridge those gaps, and you're capable and able to do that, or maybe it's better not moving forward. So here's how confident I am that this is a great solution for you. The introductory call is no charge. The 1 hour, when you book, you pay $150. When we come back and visit via web, at the end of that session, if you say, Scott, this was a waste of my time, which you're not, you pay the balance, you leave a great review, and you're thankful. I wish I had this version of me 3-4 years ago, because it would have saved me thousands of dollars. So take advantage of this, friends. This is a great opportunity. This is personal. It's not a call center. You're not going to get Jimmy or Susie. You get me. You get my experience, my insight to help you make the best decision for you and your family as you move forward. If you're able to hang in for 2 final points, let me tell you what we're not. Not legal advice. If you want to talk at a high level about your FDD, I am happy to do that, but this is not legal. This is not a deep financial discussion. I'm not a CPA. If you want to talk about funding, I've gone through 2 different funding options. I can share my experience there. And we can also talk about a number of financial items. It's just not a deep dive into cash flow analysis. Also, I don't sell your data. I don't come back and offer a high ticket coaching package, No one's going to reach out to you to sell you a franchise. This is a one-time solution in visiting with me. $300. We go through your unique buying decision. If there's some follow-up email, I am happy to communicate with you and see how things are going. But again, this is not about a bait and switch. And the final item is I just visited with a franchise owner. He got into a home services model, and I gave him one idea for a service add-on where he can make an extra $400 on every project. Now, it's a very logical add-on for what he's already doing. He'll close it 70% of the time, I guarantee. I can't promise that I'm going to come up with that type of solution for you. I'll look for those types of solutions, but I'm not going to come up with unreasonable or unrealistic things that don't tie to the parameters of a franchise agreement. So with that said, maybe there's some hidden gems in there, but at its core, you're going to find value in some of the bogeys that I know are out there, no matter how smart you are, that you're going to find along the way. So come see me, franchiseinsight.net. Again, my name's Scott. I'll talk to you soon.